Hello boys and girls. Today I'll be reading a book called Counting on Frank and the author is Rod Clement. My dad says, I've got a brain, then use it. Oh, sorry, I'll start again. You can edit that out, can't you?
So we're going to just start from the very beginning, introducing the book as well.
All right. Hello boys and girls. Today I'll be reading a book called Counting on Frank by Rod Clement, who is the author and the illustrator. My dad says, if you've got a brain, then use it. So I do. I sit down and fill my notebook with facts. Did you know that the average ballpoint pen draws a line 2,060 metres long before the ink runs out? My parents consider this fact to be a bit childish, but I'm sure the pen company would like to know. My dad Frank is pretty big and takes up a lot of space. I calculate that 24 francs could fit into my bedroom, but sometimes there isn't even room for one. If Frank were a humpback whale, however, then only 10 would fit into our entire house. I asked Dad about this and he said they would get in the way of the television. I calculate that only one dad would fit inside our big television, but only 1/10 of him would fit in Mum's portable. Mum said she would prefer the top part because Dad's feet smell. We've got a gum tree in our garden. It grows about 2 metres every year. If I had grown at the same speed, I'd now be 16 metres tall. I wouldn't mind really, except that I'd never get clothes to fit. I don't mind having a bath. It gives me time to think. For example, I calculate it would take 11 hours and 45 minutes to fill the entire bathroom with water. That's with both taps running. It would take slightly less time to empty as long as no one opened the door. When I get dressed, I don't think about fashion or style. I think about facts. For instance, it's a fact that if I put on every article of clothing in my cupboard, I would be 2.8 metres tall and 1.8 metres wide. I would also be unable to sit down. I enjoy dinner, not because of the delicious grill Mum cooks every night or the thrilling conversation. It's the peas. If I had accidentally knocked 15 peas off my plate every night for the last 8 years, they would now be level with the tabletop. Maybe, then, Mum would understand that her son does not like peas. There's a mosquito in my bedroom keeping me awake. He's very interested in the workings of my brain. If he were 4 million times bigger, he wouldn't fit inside my ear. But I guess he'd make more noise than a jumbo jet. At breakfast, I have a glass of orange juice and 2 pieces of toast. Our old toaster shoots the toast about 1 metre in the air. It makes you think, if our toaster were as big as the house, it could endanger low-flying aircraft. Going shopping with Mum is a big event. She's lucky to have such an intelligent trolley pusher. It takes 47 cans of dog food to fill one trolley, but only one to knock over 110. Because of Frank, my knuckles will scrape along the ground by the time I'm 25. The local club had a competition. You had to guess how many jelly beans were in the jar, and the prize was a trip to Hawaii. They didn't know who they were dealing with. There are 745 jelly beans in the average lolly jar. I thought everybody knew that. As Dad said on the plane to Hawaii, if you've got a brain, then use it. Alright, so that was the book Counting on Frank by Rod Clement. I hope you enjoyed it.